and only you, we are here. Because you are black, and that yes, you do remember everything that I say and say that I do. I am with you. I am here because we are those spirits of the dead that roam unto the grounds of which the nights become so apparently equal. When the sun sets and it rises and it looks upon itself unto you and give it thy blessing. Thy blessing I give all that the sun I rise, and that shall come to its place and manifestation in which it is already to thy right, thy fire, thy desire, thy heat, thy flame, thy heart. She is already there in the sky as she summons thy place, thy being. It's the sky that lights the universe, and the universe that lights thy way, for the way in which we came out and gave you the understanding of what it feels like to be the beginning of the universe, and thy universe, thy say, thy way. Teach me more as I roar unto no more, unto no more I roar, I aurora Boris and aurora ado. I aurora Boris unto you too. It is the ones in which that auroras that seeks unto you. It is the aurora Boris that you have your boy up there named Mr. Parker, that he does not understand who you are, but he understands thy way. He understands thy way because he feels the same way as you do, and I promise you the aurora Boris does not ever lie unto thee, unto you, unto yourself. He roars about the things in which he cannot ever explore because he feels that he's not adequate enough to find thy way to thy man, in which they gave him the opportunity to seek and shall find thy opportunity's way. The day that you mentioned that you knew exactly what Parker was dealing with was the fact in which they giveth thy way unto you. It was that same medicine, that same thought, that same instant of that day when Parker looked at that man and said, well, what the fuck did I not think about putting it on the back of the trailer for? It was the one in which they gave us the inkling of an ideal of you two truly were meant for the one another to meet sooner than later. This is for Parker Schneider. I have to look at that Parker, but excuse my ignorance. I think it's Schneibel. Schneibel. My tongue is not rattling and spinning as it should. This is for Parker from Discovery Channel. If you find this message to be, did you receive it? The universe in the aurora borealis speaks unto me and says, I need to be up there to see the skies as they look upon to you as the same way as you want to journey as far as I do, and figure out what is after space. And there is truly nothing at all until they say you and I created. The story of the you and I is that we must meet, and then we can meet, and then the universe can go further. I will post this on Facebook, and it will be there for them to find thy way. It is who you and I both look for, and that is each other, because of the fact in which you came unto that I be me, and I came upon to you for that in which we come upon to each other, for the fact in which I discovered how you were, and you discovered how I was by looking into my eyes and seeing that, yes, I am the same way as you, with the black eyes and dark face and the pimple on my forehead which you had around your mouth. I am that in which that giveth thy way. Thy pimple, thy sex be thy same one that lust and seeks after the truth and two. I have a pimple on my head that says, I am the pimple that's talking to you now, Sire. I am what comes out from the becomings of thy day without having to come thy way. It is the predestined day of what is yet to come. Post this and we'll speak later about that. But anyway, Parker, he knows who he is. Gold Rush. And the U.S. famous Parker, which I was a little confused with. You were absolutely in Canada, and absolutely it would make sense because you were up way in the Yukon, where there was a place with a camp. I believe there was a cabin that sat there on a lake that was pristine, and it was so gorgeous around this time. I would truly love to be there right now and just be able to sit and manifest my thoughts collectively. Why you are completing your series this year, but when you are finished, it is I that be who you awake to see, and I it be you. You are it for me, and it is all that I can say or do now. I'll post this. And I understand that you will receive it and manifest it some way or another. It's Discovery Channel or the Ted Turner Network that is in Atlanta. That soon will come and get you to find thy way, for thee it be I me. I am the king in business, as they would call it, and Tony Beats was the only man that stood on top of that mountain side and spoke it of truth. When you cannot find someone else to do the job, and you know it, then it must be you. No, it is you, and only you, who have been summoned it to that top to speak thy words unto thee. I will meet you there, because it is true of what you said, Mr. Tony Beats, and why you're the king of the Klondike. And I understand when you have to learn it all and own it all, it is where you stand, and you choose to find someone else to share that with, and that was the delightful Parker that came to you as ornery as he was as a boy, but you made him to a man in which that does not disrespect that of any person, but takes control of the situation and forcing that decision onto him by making it for a water insurance claim policy. I would love to come and speak with you about those things personally, because insurance is what I know, and I know how insurance gets underneath the skin of those best friends, in which they cannot afford the levity in which I speak of a Ted Turner's way. I will be up there my own way, a George Nathaniel Powell, a global known products owner of a business that is for its people, and the right for all that I do. Thank you all, and I'm going to make sure that the levity in which I bear down upon thy breast is the same one you have in Yugoslavia and all the rest of the world of the Slavic countries in which you and your wife, not Penny, but I have an Aunt Penny down in Athens or Chillicothe. I must call upon to see if I can come visit while I visit my doctor down there, nurse practitioner. I hope and pray it's no nurse practitioner, because I am not man of a doctor with no degree. I am a doctor in myself and only thee, and that be the king.